the biggest crowd ever seen for a kickboxing extravaganza in Australia. Our opening bout scheduled 4 by 2-minute rounds, super lightweight bout, USA rules. Our judges, Mr. Joe Lanciana, Mr. Jamal Hazan, Mr. Neville Williams, Ziad Zacharias is your official timekeeper. Occupying the blue corner on my left, from Penrith, New South Wales, 7 wins, 2 losses, 24 years of age, scaling 62 kilograms. Would you welcome, with his brother Colin Sciberras in the corner, would you welcome Steve Sciberras. Steve Sciberras in the blue corner. Occupying the red corner from Box Hill, 21 years of age, tonight scaling 63.7 kilograms. Unbeaten 5 contests, 4 by knockout. He holds the WKA Super Lightweight Championship of Australia and the VA Victorian Lightweight Conventional Boxing Championship, with Bernie and Evan in the corner, trained by Dana Goodson, Fitzroy Stars Championship Gymnasium. Would you welcome the Terror, Nick Tetoros. 4 by 2 minutes, Nick Hennessy.
And ex-Thailand champion.
On the way. That was a good leg kick, Bob. Excellent leg kick.
Both boys popping leg kicks. Now high kick.
Tetoros is the aggressor for the time being. Oh, that was a bit of a slip.
Yeah, nice high roundhouse. Happens a lot in kickboxing. Bottom leg's taken out. There it is.
That was a good one. That was a good.
Mick Hannity declared that a good knockdown with the legs and has taken a 3 count, compulsory 3 count on a good knockdown. Referee's discretion. Nick's certainly placing his hands well, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yes.
He's taking him down.
Placing his hands and feet very well.
He's taking another count, another strong knockdown by the legs.
I think he's caught this boy by surprise a little bit, Bob. I think this other boy wanted to settle into the fight, but Nick's definitely keeping him on his toes.
Well, I noticed the boy from Sydney wanted to touch gloves, you know, a courtesy thing before the fight started, and Nick came straight out and threw a couple of shots at him while the other guy wanted to touch gloves. So Nick's certainly the aggressor tonight. And of course, nothing says they have to touch gloves, it's just a courtesy. But Nick's here for business. Big body punches coming in. Body kick. Both fighters down. Leg kick from Nick, but he slipped at the same time. Put them both down. Nice inside leg kick. The Sydney boy in the blue corner. Body punch by Nick. Good side kick.
He's a good kicker, Nick. He's really showing his prowess with his kicks.
He used that side kick nicely. He just propped the boy out very nice. Now he seems to be scoring at will. He's going down low, midsection and high. He's kicking the legs, he's kicking the body, and he's going up to the head.
He's got to watch it though. He's keeping that left hand a little bit low, and that boy can throw that overhand right and connect.
He's getting confident now. Yeah, see, he's just hitting at will. He's propping him with that side kick. He's attacking low, middle and high, legs and feet. So he's certainly piling the points up in this first round. Right hand to the face.
That's a great first round, Bob.
Oh, Nick took total control of that round in the latter half.
That would be a good 10-8 round, Bob. What do you think?
I think they would give that 10-8. Yeah, the judges, they must give 10-10 if they feel it's an absolute draw. But the slightest advantage whatsoever is 10-9, and Nick definitely had more than the slight advantage there. He had a comfortable win, and the judges should have given that 10-8.
Steve Sciberras' right shin there, Bob, has come up really badly. Did you notice that?
Yeah, well, he's been getting checked badly. He's been throwing hard kicks, but Nick is checking with the shin, and that muscle against the shin is not real nice. Oh, double body shot.
Excellent body shots there.
Oh, shit. The boy's got a good right hand over the top.
I told you, Bob.
Nick by surprise.
I told you, Bob, that overhand right.
That left hand's low. Yeah, it's low again now. Oh, big body shot.
Oh,
that
excellent
body shot's taking him down.
I think that'll be the end of him, Bob. I think he's hurt pretty badly. He wore that overhand right pretty well. I think this boy's not going to get up from this, Bob. He got hurt very badly. I think he's gone, Bob. No, he's out. That's it. That's the ball game. That's fantastic, actually. Nick Tetoros wore that right hand very, very well. Bob, I thought that would have put him away, but that was the only thing that was concerning me about Nick. But I think he hurt that boy too badly, especially in the rib cage, the legs. He went up high, went up low. He's used his weapons very well.
This is a heavyweight contest. Stepping up to the big men of kickboxing. USA rules, scheduled for by 2 minutes. Occupying the blue corner from Keon Park. 25 years of age, 1 contest, 1 win. Scaling tonight, 87.3 kilograms, 13 stone, 10.5 pounds. Wearing black trunks with red piping. With Terry Nichols in the corner, Pat Costanzo. Pat Costanzo occupying the blue corner. Also Glen helping out in the corner. Occupying the red corner on my right, trained by Dave Hedgecock Jr. 2 bouts, 2 by knockout. 28 years of age, wearing black trunks with red piping, scaling 94.3 kilograms, 14 stone, 12 pounds. Alistair Gibb. 4 by 2 minutes, Mick Hennefy.
697 kilos.
Round 1.
And not an ounce of body fat there. In fact, the doctor, Peter Lewis, said a while back that he's one of the fittest guys that he's ever done a medical on. Big kicks. My God, when they weigh 95 kilos, they thunder those kicks in.
That's the one, yeah, left hander. Right leg, Al.
Pat seems to have the better of the 2 exchanges so far. He seems to...
Pat's a lot looser. You know, he's moving from hand to foot and alternating high and low. Where Alistair's still a little bit stiff with the head up.
I think he needs to be, because Alistair's a strong boy. As I said, he can't afford to stay... Oh, he's hurting Alistair, actually.
No, he's a lot looser and he's firing high and low. See, he's coming from a right hand to a left leg. He's going down low and then coming high. He's caught a straight left from Alistair. That's squared up a little bit.
As I said, he's a strong boy and he can't afford to... It's interesting, the fight sort of... They're settling in now.
Settling in a bit. Alistair needed to slow him down. He took that front kick advice from Dave Hedgecock and pulled Pat back a bit, because Pat was just getting too much of a roll going on that high, low, left and right side. And that's how to kickbox. You start kickboxing with those kind of techniques, you're going to beat anybody.
That's right.
Alistair still looks to me to be a little bit tight, muscle-bound. You know, I mean, I don't know whether he's still doing weights or not, but
I think he's doing...
He's got upright. He's very upright with the chin, and the hands a little bit low there. See, that's why those punches are coming in. That straight right's coming in, because Alistair is holding his hands a little bit low. But anyway, we're still in the first round,
That's
so
right.
Long time for the story to tell yet. He's checking nice. Alistair is checking nice, catching some of Pat's kicks.
There's a lot of action there, isn't there, Costa? Mm-hmm. These are strong boys, mate.
Both strong,
They
yeah.
can't afford to keep their hands there for 1 second.
One shot can finish it all.
One kick can finish it all too, I think. Oh, that's a very good first round, Bob. They exchanged some heavy blows there.
You've got to allow for the fact that they both weigh around 95 kilos. Oh, big front kick to start the round off by Gibb, and a big right roundhouse kick by Alistair Gibb. Pat's coming back with the hands. Alistair Gibb puts a right hand in and puts Pat down. McAnaphy will take a standing 8 count on this one. Pat's up and shaking it off, but he does look still a little bit groggy. Be interested to see how he wipes the gloves. Mick hasn't bothered telling him to wipe the gloves. Usually when a fighter goes down, the referee gives instructions for the fighter to wipe the face of the gloves against the shorts, which does give us a good sign of concussion. There's Alistair Gibb with a right hand and a right leg. He's taking Pat again, and a front kick. Pat's bleeding from the face now. Now Alistair Gibb's looking very, very confident, getting stronger with every shot he fires off now.
This could be dangerous, Bob, actually, because Alistair's starting to load them up, and Pat looks a bit hurt.
What a turnaround. I mean, Pat was looking so good in the first round, and now it's turned around totally. Alistair Gibb's looking much stronger.
Must have got his second win there, Bob.
Well, he'd also get a wind burst off Dave Hedgecock in the corner at the end of the first round.
There's no doubt about that.
Big roundhouse score again by Alistair Gibb. That lead leg, which will be, Pat's leg will be starting to hurt by now. Bruises coming up on that lead leg.
If Pat can wear out this round, it'll be an interesting third one, Bob.
Pat's lost his power. See, he's got the flick kicks working now. Well, Alistair Gibb's thumping the power in. He's really loading his legs up. Both fighters wearing bruises on the front leg, lead leg, due to lack of checking ability. Peter Lewis has stepped up onto the apron. Whenever a doctor steps up on the apron, the fight must stop. You must want to check the bleeding, although it's only a nosebleed, but Mr. Lewis is making double sure.
It's giving Alistair a good break too. I think he'll just keep loading up now.
I notice Mr. Hedgecock's not very happy at all with this stay of time because it does penalise Alistair Gibb. The audience now is also showing their discontent.
No, I think that's it, Bob.
Oh, the doctor has called it up.
Yeah, that's it.
The audience not very happy with that at all. I mean, there was a nosebleed as far as I can see. I don't know why the doctor would stop a fight for a nosebleed.
I think it wasn't just a nosebleed, Bob. I think the doctor asked him certain questions. I think the doctor would have asked him certain questions. He would have asked him if he felt like continuing.
So he may have had a concussion there as well, eh?
I think so.
Well, Peter Lewis is a very competent doctor, so I guess to stop the fight, there'll be some problem there. And Alistair Gibb wins his third fight by knockout.
This bout, USA rule scheduled 4 by 2 minutes at interstate match bout. Would you welcome in the blue corner from Penrith, New South Wales, with Colin Sciberras in the corner at 22 years of age. 6 wins, 8 contests. Scaling 56 kilos, would you welcome Malcolm Henning. Malcolm Henning in the blue corner from New South Wales. In the red corner, Dana Goodson, Bernie and Evan. Part of the Fitzroy Stars Gym. The older brother of Jim or Nick Tetoros, would you welcome 6 fights, 6 wins, 3 by knockout, 24 years of age. He turns 24 on June the 1st. The WKA and IKBA featherweight champion, scaling 55.8 kilograms. The technician, Dimitri Tetoros. 4 by 2 minutes, Nick Hennessy. Round 1.
This Sydney guy does look like he's got a good kickboxer's physique. He's very big in the legs and slight upstairs. Although his first lead kick misfired, that didn't go anywhere.
I think more nerves than anything, Bob. I think.
And his second kick doesn't go anywhere.
Third kick counted. Got the moves down though, Bob.
Yeah, he's got a nice little fork and feinting moves there and scoring nice with that rear kick and a forward kick.
I think the boys are just feeling each other out here, Bob. I think they're both very nervous.
The Sydney boy has upset Dana's boy's timing, I think.
He has, actually.
Unless he's just getting ready to place his shots. Because the Sydney boys' kicks don't look real strong at the moment. He's placing them, but not with a lot of command. He's got a pretty strong left hand going in.
Hands up! 1 minute now. Hands up! Hands up!
Ooh, that was a good shin to shin.
Shin on shin.
It didn't worry him one bit.
No. Horrible way to check kicks too.
That was an interesting kick. It actually connected, Bob, that front kick, that jumping front kick.
Front kick, got it in nicely.
I've seen Jimmy do that before. There was a bit of a head touch over there, actually.
No, this Sydney boy's no slouch. He's going to have to watch that rear leg kick. He's getting that shin right up on the neck. If he drops his guard hand, that Sydney boy's got tons of access to get his right leg right up on the neck. With the shin. That's the kick that knocks people out.
Oh, that was a good left hand. Oh, that was a very good left hand, Bob.
Inside leg kick, nice there too.
Oh.
Sydney boys put a high front kick out there.
That was a very good first round, Bob. Very close, I'd say, Bob. I don't know who I'd give that to. I think that could be close to even, or maybe even a little bit to the Sydney boy.
I think they say the slightest edge, so the Sydney boy on the judges may have taken that 10-9, although it was almost close enough to be a draw.
It's very close. I think Jimmy scored with a very good left hand there, but no, it'll be interesting.
Seconds out.
Well, this will be interesting. I think the Sydney boy may have just had a slight edge there, but nothing else, doing a little bit more. You know, not particularly strong or very commanding, but doing more, busier, so he may have got that 10-9.
Costa, another fellow Greek in the ring, mate. How does he look to you?
He looks good, but I think you were right about the Sydney boy for the first round.
Yeah.
Hands up, boy, man. Hands up.
Watch the boy now, guys.
Hands up now.
Second boy.
Hands up.
Ooh, that was a good shin on shin, Bob.
Boy.
Ooh, spinning wheel kick, Bob. It's a very exciting fight, Bob.
The shin on shin is not worrying either of them. They're so intent on winning this fight. With left hands coming in from Melbourne boy.
Take your time.
Jimmy's more than willing to exchange the blows, Bob. He's more than willing to stay there.
Well, neither fighter is perturbed by the other at this point in time. So whatever they're scoring with, they're not putting one another off the mark at the moment. They're both still very keen to do damage here.
He's good with that switch kick, that Malcolm Henning.
Lifting that knee a little bit too high on the front kick, which is making it telegraphic and slowing it down a bit. He should bring that just a little bit closer. Oh, nice.
Lucky he caught that on the gloves.
Nice scoring shot on the gloves. Won't count with the judge's card, but it looked nice. Talk about looking nice. Here they go again. Putting a war on for us. Hanafi's pulling them apart. Not too sure why he pulled them apart then, but must have seen something we didn't. Now they're going for it again. The Sydney boy is going high and low.
Jimmy caught him with the left hand again. I think he's not going to let him off the hook here, Bob.
No, he's got him.
What a knockdown, Bob. That was a straight left.
Chased him right across the ring for that one.
I think that's the finish of him, Bob, but I can't see him recovering from that. It's a pity because he was putting up an excellent fight.
Well, he's as game as Ned Kelly. He looks like he's going to try it. No, McCarthy's saying he's concussed.
He's gone.
And Dana Goodson,
That was an
it's
excellent
too
left
late.
hand.
Here he goes with his number one sign. He looks very, very disappointed, the Sydney boy. He was giving that fight his all. And total disappointment on his face, going over to exchange respect to the other trainers.
Continuing Tom Herrick's magnificent record in 1992, this current year, he's already been voted the US and Asian Trainer of the Year. So we're very privileged to have Tom Herrick and his very fine team in Australia. Okay, this is a non-title USA Rules International Super Middleweight match scheduled 5 by 2 minutes. Occupying the blue corner with Tom Herrick from Amsterdam, the mentor. At 25 years of age, he's won 29 of 30 contests from a village in Croatia, scaling 75. Scaling 75.7 kilograms. Would you welcome Ziyo Polo? Ziyo Polo, representing Croatia. In the red corner, the WKA light middleweight kickboxing champion of the world. Making his second appearance in this ring under the Christopher Cronus banner. 17 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw in kickboxing. In conventional boxing, 19 fights, scaling 74.3 kilos, with world-rated Sakard Pinchanidi in the corner. Would you welcome, from Redfern, New South Wales, world champion Alex Louie!
Alex Tui Costa is a very, very hard competitor. He was here a couple of months ago.
Your referee, Mr. Mick Hennessy. Round 1.
Christopher, I think this is going to be the first of the wars tonight. What's interesting is all these Dutch boys from Talakouris stable in Holland are used to using 8 weapons. They're used to using their elbows and knees. So
That's right, Bob.
they come back tonight to 4 weapons, just fists and feet, which is what Alex Tui's best at. So this could be a good distance fight. And of course, Alex Tui, the warrior that he is, he doesn't get put down that often. And he is the current world champion, junior middleweight, WKA. So of course the boy from Amsterdam will be right in there in a non-title fight, trying to look good against the world champion.
That's right.
Oh, big
what an
body punch
exchange.
from Alex Tui. Left hook that left its marks. Nice roundhouse kick by the Croatian boy.
It's a good exchange, Bob. Right hand for a right hand.
Oh, they're really just...
Oh, he went right through that shin kick.
That's what the Dutch are known for, that big power roundhouse kick, straight from Thailand. They've done a lot of training in Thailand and they've got that kick down. They sweep the shin straight around with no concern to any injury to their own body. He's trying to set up again too. You notice he comes in on that forward lead leg, but he can take either direction. He can use that move to throw the rear leg or come back on a follow up with the back leg and then shoot the front leg off.
Oh, he caught Alex with that right hand.
Caught Alex with the right hand. Mick Hannafy right on the button there.
Good finish for that first round. What a first round.
Yes.
We're in for a top night tonight, Bob. Costa, what did you think of that first round, mate? There's two warriors in there, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Very scary. I mean, they're very composed and very explosive, both of them. Yeah, I'm looking at both corners, and both guys in the corner really know what they're doing. Both trainers.
Seconds out. Round 2.
That was a good takedown, Bob. That was a good shin kick.
Yeah, the referee's counting it. Referee's taken 3 count compulsory. If he considers it a good solid knockdown, he takes a 3 count to check the fighter. Because sometimes those spinning back kick to the face by the Croatian. Mick Hannafy complaining to the Croatian about holding on. Alex Tui coming back with a big roundhouse of his own.
Oh, he caught Ziyo then with the right hand, Bob. They're both exchanging though, very strong.
What about that body shot, roundhouse and a front kick from the Croatian and another roundhouse kick. Holding on again, but Hannafy.
Oh yeah, he caught it.
He caught him with that uppercut, didn't he, Costa?
Yeah, big time.
He's good with that kick, Bob. That low kick, he's very good with that.
Hannafy must have felt a bit of slip involved in that. Didn't take the 3 count. Oh, thundering roundhouse kick to Alex Tui's thigh then. I don't think he liked that one either. That
No,
was
he didn't,
right on
Bob.
target.
He didn't, Bob. Actually,
No,
he
he's
didn't.
limping badly. And the Dutch boy's onto it. He got him on the same spot again with a big roundhouse. That certainly slowed Alex Tui's footwork down.
I think it's made him more angry though, Bob.
He's coming back. Well, he's, like we said, he's the original warrior of the whole sport. He's been fighting for over 10 or 12 years, and he's fought everybody. He's become the world champion. But that Dutch boy senses he's damaged the front leg, and he's really going for it. What's surprising is Alex Tui's not checking. They can't be warning about use of the elbows. But
Another tough second round, Bob. Another tough second round. The boys are looking very... I think I would have given that round to Ziyo, though. He seemed to have scored with more techniques. We're halfway in the fight, Bob. The boys are about to start the 3rd round. This boy Ziyo was supposed to fight Tarsis Petridis, but Tarsis has got a shin injury. He's actually got a fractured shin. That's why he wasn't fighting him. So he's given him...
So Alex must be giving away a bit of weight too, is he, Alex?
He's giving away 2 or 3 kilos, Bob. He's giving away 2 or 3 kilos, so...
And there's also taking the fight on short notice.
Oh! Yes.
body shots. Dutch boy taking full advantage of it. They got the crowd behind him now as well.
Tui's found his range, you know.
I think he has. That was a good shin kick by Tui.
Oh, he's taking a lot of punishment on his own lead leg though. Scrappy in close, the referee's broken them up. My God, they're loading heavy shots when the referee breaks them apart and they get that gap coming in together.
Are they ever, Bob?
It's whoever gets caught, isn't it, with the big ones?
I think he's going to take a point off now. If you do that again, I think Bob is going to lose a point. Oh, very good kick, Bob.
Yeah, he's got that leg kick down very strong. The Croatian boy is turning away a lot, turning his back on Tui. Tui taking advantage of that.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, caught him with a thundering left hand, Bob. He's hurt him, I think.
Hanging on.
Oh, yes, Bob.
Tui loaded that one up.
Alex Tui is something else.
Oh, jeez, Bob.
When Alex lets them go, they're bombs, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Alex is moving much better this round and really placing those big shots.
What a tough third round, Bob.
They both want to fight, these guys.
I think Alex needs to do a bit of work, though, to beat this boy, because I think he's piled on the points.
Yeah.
I think he really needs to go to town now so he could get some points back.
Yeah, to really turn it around.
He's been knocked out a couple of times, not convincingly though, he's just been slipped off his feet, but still that's counts as a slight knockdown, not a full knockdown.
Body shot by Tui, then big right hand in the body, but they're both exchanging very heavy blows again, beginning of this round. Tui looks a bit more serious to me
He
now.
caught him with a fantastic right hand there, Bob.
I think Tui's a lot more serious now. He's really getting his mind together and getting these shots are working better now. Croatian boy's getting a little looser.
Lucky he had his hand up there, Bob.
I think Alex is starting to get control.
Oh, yeah, look at that work.
Considering he's taking this fight at short notice, he's giving away a lot of weight, and he's certainly giving away a lot of height disadvantage. Croatian is much taller. But he can't afford to let the Croatian boy hit him either, because they're both laundering big blows at one another. Big right hand by the Croatian boy over the top, then Tui with an upcut inside. They're not very nice coming up under the chin like that. It wasn't a big blow, but there's still a great deal of discomfort with those uppercuts when they come inside. Tui now is checking the kicks, where he was getting hit earlier in the fight. He's got the Croatian boy's kicks measured now. He's catching them on the arms and the shins. Ooh, big right hand by the Croatian. Mick Hannafy having his work cut out for him. The Croatian boy is hanging on extensively. It's not Tui, it is a Croatian boy holding on, which is also a sign of Alex Tui getting the strength. Oh. Big overhand right by Tui. Left of the body.
They're really working, Bob. They're not. They're loading nearly every strike they're doing.
Tui's making everything miss. You see that centre run down there?
Such a technician.
Croatian boy shot off 4 or 5 shots there, and Tui just slipped every one of them.
Yeah.
This is the 5th and final round.
It's the last round, Bob. I think we're in for a few big bombs here now, mate. I think
Whoa.
Alex knows that he needs to put Ziyo away to win this fight. I think he must have handed on a few extra points there.
If Alex wins this round, it'll be very touch and go from the early rounds. I don't think the Croatian was that far in front. And Alex did make him miss towards the latter part of that last round. He was making him miss. But the Croatian boy looks like he's quite capable of putting a big bomb in there anytime.
Oh, yes, he's a tough boy.
He's not unleashing the same amount of power as Alex now, though, as the fight's gone into the 5th round. He has gained strength. I guess that comes with experience from being a world champion. Good straight left there. Straight in by Alex. Croatian throwing a lot of leather, but landing on Alex to his gloves. That one was in, right hand into the body. Dismissed with a very big left hand. He came back with an uppercut.
They're really exchanging these blows, Bob.
Alex has slowed down a little bit. I thought they had more zest as the round started. But mid-round now, the Croatian boy is putting the pressure on. I think Alex is still scoring cleaner. Croatian boy is...
Oh, that was a good shin kick to the body.
Shin kick round out to the body. Croatian boy missing again. I mean, enough clean shots, so see what the judges think.
Oh, that was a good kick from the inside of the leg.
He slipped that spinning kick and went straight for the supporting leg. Beautiful technique by Alex. Good timing and coordination. Well, he wore that one on the leg. That was a solid kick in the middle of the fight for Alex Tui. He wouldn't have liked that very much. He's a little bit lame, slightly lame on that lead leg, but it hasn't worried him. Still got tons of power in his hands. Croatian was a little bit more tired than Alex. Really quite happy to hold on in the clinches.
That was an excellent fight, Bob. An excellent fight.
I think Alex took that round. He's looking very interesting in the judges now. Very interesting. They drew the middle round, and I think Croatian won the first two, and Tui won the last two. So it's going to be interesting. A very hard job for the judges.
And Tennis Australia. Christopher Cramer stepping up.
I'd like everybody to give Alex a round of applause because he took this fight on 4 days' notice. Alex Cikatic, the world champion. He took this fight on 4 days' notice against the European champion, Ziyo Polo. That's taking nothing away from Ziyo. I think Ziyo deserves a round of applause. You saw the first European fighter in the ring, and I think we're in for a very good night of kickboxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time that Craig Larson has had to work tonight. The winner by split decision from the blue corner, Ziyo Polo. This bout scheduled for by 2 minutes. USA rules. Middleweight clash, interstate match. Occupying the blue corner, in fact standing almost in centre ring, with Colin Sciberras in the corner at 19 years of age, now based in Penrith, New South Wales. He's won 10 of 12 contests. He's a WKA Super Welterweight Champion of Australia, the Kung Fu Full Contact Champion of Australia, and Queensland Kickboxing Champion. Tonight scaling 70.6 kilograms. We welcome from New South Wales, Glen Baragry. Glen Baragry in the blue corner. In the red corner on my right, trained by former USA champion Bryce Birtwistle. 6 bouts, 6 wins. Victorian AFF welterweight champion, Australian IKBA champion, one of the hot shots on the kickboxing scene, scaling 71.6 kilograms from Melbourne's Eastern Zone, the Louie Iosifidis. Your third man for the first time this evening, Jovial Joe Lanciana. Round one.
These boys, Costa, they're, Louie Iosifidis is a Victorian champion. I think he's an Australian champion in another sanctioning body. He's got a lot of style about him. He's showing a lot of promise, and I think tonight, if he does very well, you'll rate him very well amongst the Australian top 10.
Excellent. You can tell he's got the style.
It was a good front kick by Glen Baragry. That was a fantastic right leg kick to the thigh. The boy didn't even bother checking that. I think he wanted to throw the right hand, but he didn't even bother throwing the right hand. Can't wear too many of those right leg kicks.
Not when they're thrown like that.
1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. That's a Louie.
That was a fantastic right leg kick again. That was a good front kick. I think he's really going to unload on this boy now. The exchanges are phenomenal, Costa.
Yeah, excellent.
Good inside leg kick, put him off balance, but he didn't follow up with the right hand. Very exciting first round, Costa. Who would you give it to? I think Louie Iosifidis would.
I think Louie, edged that first round definitely.
He did a little bit extra work there.
Yeah, he's beautiful to watch.
Round two.
That was a good combination, Costa.
Yeah.
Oh, he caught Louie there with that uppercut. I think he's hurt him. Him there. He's coming back though. I think he...
Toe to toe.
Louie can't afford to rest on his laurels here because he's getting tagged here from the left hooks and the right crosses. Can't afford to rest. This boy is good. And he's fit. He's working well inside. He's got some big right hands. Referee was warning him from... That was a good right leg kick. Fantastic right leg kick. Louie caught him with the left jab there. I think he's had the breather that he needed. I think this boy let Louie off the hook a little bit because he had him hurt there on that occasion. I think I think he shook Louie though. Yeah. I tell you, this fight's going either way every second of the round. Caught him with a fantastic inside leg kick. He's holding that head though. That's an illegal technique. You can't hold the head and kick at the same time. Bob, you're back joining us. This is a very tough fight, Bob. It's going either way in this round. Glen Baragry has unleashed a barrage of right hooks and left crosses. But Louie's come back. He's been able to get his breather by stopping Glen with his kicks. But Glen has really unleashed a lot with his hands against Louie. He's hurt Louie on a couple of occasions in this fight. I think this is Louie's big test. I don't think he's been tested up until now. Excellent second round. Excellent second round.
They're certainly adding to the war, though, isn't it?
I tell you, the theme of this card, Bob, couldn't have been any far from the truth.
Round three.
That was a good technique by Louie, but the other boy caught it on the gloves. That was a good boxing technique. He's got to keep throwing those because this boy hits hard with that. He's got a funny right hook. He slaps it in, but it's very effective. That's what Louie has to do. He's got to keep jabbing and keep him away because he can't afford to mix it with that boy.
Certainly scoring like everybody else. It's been on all night, hasn't it? Every fight's been the same. Both competitors in every fight scoring with real strong kicks and very strong hands. Christopher, this is the highest stand I've seen in Australia for a long time.
Without a doubt, Bob. I think Louie's hurt, Bob, but he's coming back. He seems to be hurt, but then he comes back. And he's working better with those inside leg kicks. I think this other boy is just a good boxer. He's hurting this boy with the leg kicks. I think he should continue with that because he can't afford to stay in close with this boy. He's got, as I said, that right slapping hook that he has is very effective.
Body punches by Lou, left and right side. Left jab misses by the Sydney sider. Exchange of leg kicks, one each. High kick to Lou, body shot. Left hook, uppercut. Lou's getting the points in there. Nice quick hold on an uppercut. Referee didn't spot it. Inside leg kicks by Lou. Big right hook.
That's a good right
uppercut from Sydney. All the way from Sydney. Oh,
that's a war.
Big awesome
That is a real war.
Right on the belt, they both shot off some body punches with equal power to one another. With the support of the Croatians and the Greek community and the Australians who are out here for the Australian fighters, now having tapped those three major ethnic groups in Victoria, the crowds could explode to any amount of numbers.
I agree.
And the Croatians seem like their first time in, seem like they're really enjoying the fights as well.
Yes, a lot of them would be exposed for the first time. Louie's coming up with some fantastic high kicks, Bob. Start the round. He knows that he has to go to work on this boy to beat him. But I think that's been the pattern for the fight. Louie comes out blaring the first 10 or 15 seconds, but the other boy seems to try to get control towards the end of the round.
He moves in and crowds on him, doesn't he? He's a bit taller,
yeah,
and he can come in and use that laying style, laying down on Lou, which probably saps some of Lou's energy.
If Louie can continue this, I think he can take this fight away. He's got to be able to continue this, though.
Sydney boys scoring, but I don't think they're good punches. It's a little bit inside the front of the glove, not the knuckles. That's why he's not getting the results he's probably hoping for. Oh, that uppercut was nice though, and an overhand left. Lou comes back with an uppercut of his own. Inside leg kick. Another inside leg kick on the way out. Big right hand by Lou. Uppercut by the Sydney boy. They're certainly just going 1 for 1, 2 for 2 all the way. Left and right body shots by Lou, but then he takes a big overhand right and a leg kick. And left jab, a little bit off mark. Back in the corner, laying on Lou. Right hook by the Sydney boy. Inside leg kicks by both fighters. What a war, toe to toe, 1 for 1, 2 for 2 all the time. Joey Lancer getting onto that lane, which is illegal. God, Christopher, where they get the energy from? Fourth round and they're still loading them like so. They haven't started the fight up.
Wow, that was a good technique, Bob. That was great. Come on, Louie. That was great techniques there by Louie.
Do you have some money on Louie, Christopher? I thought you were an unbiased promoter here.
No, I don't, but it's Greek, Bob. It's the Greek man in me. Costa, did you enjoy that fight, mate? That was toe-to-toe, mate.
They're the kind of fights that makes the sport wonderful.
I tell you, the boys have elevated, and Tom Herrick was right. He was quietly surprised with the standard of our boys, but I think we've exposed him to a new market here in Australia, and he's looking forward to making a good night tonight, but coming back again.
Magazine has all the action.
The sponsor of this particular fight, Bob, is Simply Irresistible. Alex from Simply Irresistible.
Blitz Magazine.
Why that is?
I think there's going to be some
I think Australians are basically an outdoor race. I mean, the Aussie rules football proves that to us. And we're
draw between
Bob, it's a drawn contest. Very interesting.
What a great decision, because that was a real war.
That was a war. I think both guys deserve a trophy. It was a good fight. I think Louie Louie may have been the more effective as far as cleaner punches. The other boy did seem to be the aggressor.
Something special. This is our semi-main event. 7 rounds, international middleweight contest, USA rules. It is truly an international match bout. In the blue corner, born in the South American country of Suriname. At 6 years of age, he went to Amsterdam in Holland, where he's now 24 years of age. He's won 15 of 16 contests, with Tom Harrick in the corner, making his second appearance in centre ring, scaling 69.9 kilos. Would you welcome to Melbourne from Holland, Faisal Redding. Faisal Redding in the blue corner, scaling 69.9 kilos. Wearing red trunks with blue and gold piping. Occupying the red corner, he lives in the very prestigious Melbourne suburb of Toorak. 17 wins in 20 contests. 23 years of age, dual champion, WKA and South Pacific, a welterweight champion. Last time out, beat John Conway of New Zealand on the Yakuza show on May 24, Southern Cross Hotel, with Dave Hedgecock Jr., Dave Hedgecock Sr., and his father, Billy Hedgecock, in the corner, scaling 70 kilos. As Bob Jones calls him, the James Dean of kickboxing, the Destroyer, Darren Hedgecock! The referee, Mr. Joe Lanciano.
I think Tom put it on the nutshell before when he said that he feels what he's seen here tonight, we're superior to the Americans, which I've been saying for the last 6 to 12 months. And he feels we're on a par with Holland, so that's the greatest compliment we could have got. So it'll be very interesting how this fight goes. It's going to be hard for me this one, Christopher, because I've done so much training with Darren. It might be better if you take the lead on commentating, because my eyes are just glued on Darren.
No worries, Bob. Well, Darren's coming out with full force here. He's firing on all 8 cylinders. He's throwing. The Faisal seems to be extremely calm, though. It worries me a little bit, but Darren come through, I think, with that right hand. I think you can afford to be calm in a fight, but you can't afford to be too calm.
The Dutch boy hasn't loaded any kicks up yet.
He just loaded that left hand, though, Bob.
Yeah.
Yes! Darren's got him. Darren got him with that beautiful right hand there.
Oh, mate, if Darren can knock out the number 1 in Holland, he's on his way. All the work will be worth it.
It's not to be taken lightly, though, Bob.
No. But his timing's good tonight. The Dutch boy's missing. Darren's very sharp tonight. This is the first round.
That was a good inside leg kick.
Took an inside leg kick pretty heavy then. Christopher, I think Darren's got his number. I really feel so confident, you know.
I hope so, Bob. I really do.
The way it's going, I think Darren's got this guy's number. Whoa! 10 seconds too soon. He took Darren down with a beautiful leg kick then. I'd better keep my prediction till later in the fight. This is the first round.
And as you said, this boy, we can't take him lightly. He's, even though Darren seems to have his number here, he can't afford to lapse in concentration.
Plus this guy is trained by Tom Harrick, and I believe Tom Harrick is the best trainer in the world in this style of fighting at the moment. So
that was a good front kick from Darren. Good scoring front kick. Caught the boy off balance.
This Dutch boy might have some surprises he's going to keep for the later round.
That was a good first round for Darren. Definitely Darren's round. I would give that 10-9 clearly. Bob, what would you think?
I think he's definitely done that one 10-9.
Costa, what do you think, mate?
Absolutely, he's the aggressor and he connected, you know. The other guys, you know, he woke him up there for a second, didn't he?
But of course, Darren Hedgecock's no slouch. He's got a good knockout record. He didn't do so well against Alex Tui here. Won the first 2 rounds, got knocked out in the third. Here he is tonight. He's won the first round, and I hope he wins the second, and certainly hope he doesn't get knocked out in the third. I hope this develops into a war. Whichever fighter wins it, or I'm close to Darren. I really hope it develops into a nice war.
Yeah, I think Faisal threw the lopping left hand there. I think that's the only one that we've got to really worry from Faisal. But I think Darren knows how to get underneath that. He showed that he showed to be very calm when that exchange came through.
Dave Hedgecock yelling at Darren to keep the head inside the gloves. Doesn't want to make the same mistake he did against Tui. He's being drilled to keep the head inside those gloves. Keep those elbows protruding. The Dutch boy got him with the left hand. And scored with a kick to Darren's thigh. And a left hand again. Both boys going for it, aggressive with the hands now. Dave yelling to cover. Darren having trouble getting that right hand in now, feeding with the left leg and trying to score the right hand. Chakariki boy's got it worked out.
I think he has, Bob. I think Darren's got to moving back in a straight line. He's got to move to the side. He can't afford to move back in a straight line with this boy. I think Darren's got to use that front kick. He's got to use that front kick to keep him away.
Heavy roundhouse kick off Dutch boy on the gloves then. But even on that shin on the forearm is not real nice when the kicks are loaded up. Straight left and again on Darren. Dutch boy's fighting southpaw. He's strong hand, his left hand, he's scoring occasionally.
That was a good second round, Bob. An excellent second round. Faisal showed a little bit more aggression there.
Seconds out.
Seconds out, please. Okay, come on.
Seconds out. Round 3.
It's just nice, Christopher, after all this time, to see how even in the ring with European and Dutch fighters, being able to gain and stay in them more than one round with them. They've certainly come a million miles. There's so much more experience.
That was well done by Darren. That shin kick to the stomach, that puts him right off. And then I think what he should be using that more of, because that boy's a southpaw and he's open for that shin kick to the body. That was well done by Darren.
Big left hand by Darren. That shook the Dutch boy up slightly, although they recovered pretty quick. They're so fit and so tough in the mind. You give them too much time, they'll certainly recover back again. But he's starting to miss now, see? That last shot may have stunned him a bit. Those last 3 shots he's fired since the stunning blow from Darren Hedgecock, Darren's made him miss. Darren misses with his own roundhouse kick there. Joey Larciano complaining about the groin kick, but he's got Darren in the back move, and he comes.
Well done by Darren. He kicked away beautifully there.
Become a boxing competition, just the last 10 seconds with the hands. Both boys firing off plenty of shots. The Dutchman having a slight advantage on this exchange.
I think he ran out of steam though, Bob. I think he's given Darren his best and he knows that he can't put him away. I think Darren's done very well to hang in there beautifully. He's got to use that right shin kick though to the Dutchman's body. He's got to use it. He's tired. He knows that he let go his best shots and he couldn't put Darren away.
He's certainly resting again now, isn't he?
He definitely is, but this is great for Darren too, because he caught Darren with a couple of those shots.
It's a big body shot, taken on the arm, so I think. It's a bit hard for me to see from this angle. Another straight right in, scored by the Dutchman, and the bell.
That was a very good round, Bob. That was a very tough round to score too, I'd say.
It's very high standard.
Oh, the standard is phenomenal. The boys are really getting there, and as we're repeating what Tom Herring said, he's quite impressed with his standard, and it's what Bob has been saying for the last 12 months, that our boys have made it now, that we're world standard, and it's about time we start getting some international exposure.
Here we go.
Dave Hedgecock's never happy. It wouldn't matter what Darren did. Dave's in there screaming at him on the brakes.
Seconds out.
But that's also Darren's advantage if he listens to Dave, because Dave's possibly the best trainer in Australia, with Dana Goodson giving him room for his money now. But Dave's got seniority all the years he's put in.
Round 4.
Having trained a lot of champions over the past, and Darren's one of them. The Dutch boy didn't take the opportunity of sitting down again, you'll notice, Christopher, and that must tell after a hard run like that.
Of course it must, especially on the legs.
Don't take the weight off the legs. He's coming with a heavy shot there on Darren, scoring to the thigh, although it was the instep, so it wouldn't be as strong as the shin. But still a nasty kick to be receiving. Darren puts a big right hand in, feeding off the Dutchman's lead front kick. Darren's going for it. The Dutchman complained about an injury, but Joey Lanciano said fight on. Must have been a legitimate shot. Darren's taken every advantage. He's chopping the legs out now, coming the body shots and chopping with the legs. Up to the head. Roundhouse kick from Darren.
Darren is really unloading on him. I think he must have hurt him with a body shot. He's going for the same body again, same side. I think he's hurt him on those ribs, Bob. He's keeping that left hand down of his.
Possibly those big shin kicks he took off Darren in the latter round. And that's taken its toll now with punches. Darren sound for the body. Whoa, I don't know whether Darren lost balance there. Was back on to us, Darren's back on and stumbled then, hoping it was a slip. Really hard for both these fighters. They're both trained international rules fighters. They're used to grabbing, used to kneeing, and Joey's right on the case tonight, being American rules. They're not allowed to use those techniques. Both fighters trying to adjust, and a big roundhouse kick. It's hurt the Dutchman again.
That was a good leg kick as well.
Going for both legs. I think the Dutchman's legs are hurt.
That was definitely Darren's round, Bob. He destroyed him that round. I'd give that clearly to Darren. I think he's got his number now. No two ways about that.
Mate, after heavy kicks like that, I would be sitting the Dutchman down. But Tom Henning, as I said, is a top world trainer, and he prefers to have the fighters stand up. It could be something to do with a psychological approach. Strong in the mind by keeping them standing. But he looks to me like he'd love to sit there for 60 seconds.
Round 5.
And Darren did put a lot of energy out in that round, chasing the Dutchman to do damage. So we'll see. And the Dutchman's looking forward to loading the left hand up. Fighting southpaw and loading up his left hand. Still looks like he's waiting for that big shot. He knows he's capable of doing damage with the left. Fighting out of a southpaw stance. He looks to me like again this round he's flat-footed, waiting to set that big punch up from the backside. Darren's more intent to get in there and keep the point scoring up. Big shot from Darren. And another big shot from Darren.
That was a good kick to the body, Bob. That must get out of him.
Big left hand to the body from the Dutchman. Lost his mark on Darren's face, but he's getting it into the body now. Darren's heavily conditioned. I can't believe we've trained in Australia, and a couple of Australians in the city going the distance with these fighters.
That's it. Darren's got to keep him away with that front leg. He's got to keep him away with that front leg. One of those kicks about to go through, Bob.
Darren's holding back. He's throwing a good roundhouse kick, but not following. I mean, he should be using that roundhouse kick to set up his hands or set up his leg. He's not taking full advantage of the power kick he's throwing, giving the Dutchman time to regroup. Darren looks very confident. He's still loading up very strong kicks. Now Hedgecock's calling for a right hand and switch back lead leg. Let's see if Darren can pull it off. Oh, a big powerful kick right into the hip of the Dutchman then, which made that back leg waver back.
That's what's keeping him away, Bob. That's a trick to keep this Dutchman away. He's got to use that kick. He's got to use that kick. It's there for him all the time. He's got to use it. Another good round to Darren, without a doubt. Another good round to Darren.
He's a workhorse.
Oh, yes.
Round 6, 2 rounds to go, Christopher. And the Dutchman very intent on loading that left hand up. Darren putting him off with a front kick and loading the right kick.
Oh, Darren caught him with the right hand. That's it.
That's when he comes this way. You hear the Hedgecocks yelling out, don't go that way, come back to the right. So when he came back, as he was told, he scored with that right hand. So the boys in the corner know what they're saying. Telling Darren to keep his hands up, knowing well that this Dutchman has got an awesome left hand. But there's no competition for Darren's kicks at the moment. In fact, I'm surprised the Dutchman's not kicking. He's a hand fighter, he's loading for that left. Might be looking for a knockout, but he's certainly not aiding in point scoring by not throwing any kicks hardly at all. Well, there's the roundhouse kicks, the first kick he's thrown. Darren must have scored with 20 kicks so far. Second half-hearted kick by the Dutchman with no power behind.
I think he's trying to set up the hands, Bob. I really do.
That's all he's doing. He's fighting very cautious and loading that left hand. Ready to go right on the chin there. But he's allowing Darren to do. He's allowing Darren to do.
Oh, Darren with the left leg kick to the head there. Darren's keeping him away though. He's doing the smart thing. He's moving well. He's moving very well. He's got to keep him away. That front leg and that right shin kick to the body works.
He's got to move over to his left side too.
Well done.
I can put steel boxes on by the sound of that. I know Darren's got his steel box on tonight, so there's no problems with groin injuries. He's got it well strapped on. And actually, they'd hurt one another. Kicking one another between the legs tonight would hurt the kicker. Because both boys are strapped up with steel boxes on. So they can actually take full power shots in the groin tonight. No problems, because they're strapped up with steel between the legs. Mate, if Stan's a good war tonight, if we get a distance fight out of Stan and Branko Cikatic, imagine what the fans are going to say leaving this auditorium tonight. Every fight's been an absolute war. Second warning for holding. WK American rules do not allow holding. That's the second warning from the referee. He loads that left hand, left kick, doesn't he? Loads it, left leg, left roundhouse, but Darren seems to have it covered now. Oh, he took a left hand off him then. I thought he had it covered. Both fighters exchanging strong blows then. Darren doesn't look perturbed. He's taking some good shots off the Dutchman. There's a roundhouse kick to the face, and Darren's just looking right down the barrel.
He's determined, Bob. He's determined to win this fight.
You probably know he's got the points, so it's a matter of just looking strong in this round and not getting tagged. Darren's still moving very confident, and the Dutchman looking half-hearted with his kicks. I think relying on his big left hand, but it's too far into the fight to keep that strategy up. I mean, this is halfway through the last round, and he's allowing Darren to continue scoring points. Big roundhouse by Darren on the shin, on the forearms of the Dutchman.
Pick it up right hand off there.
Darren's kicking straight through the forearms, which will certainly take a lot of power out of the punches. Darren down, I missed it behind the corner flag. No, it's a slip. Joey's class, Joe Lance, and the referee's class, I missed it. It was behind the cross buckles.
Those kicks by Darren. Awesome.
I think Faisal is looking for the knockout. He knows that he has probably put Darren away to win this fight.
Darren looking very confident. He's kicking that high that went clear off the top of his head.
Very well.
One give both contestants Darren Hedgecock and Faisal winning a big round of applause here. Ladies and gentlemen, a split decision. The winner, Darren Hedgecock from the red corner. Eight rounds light heavyweight match, USA rules. Strictly interstate match bout. Occupying the blue corner on my left, at 30 years of age, from Collaroy, New South Wales, with Sakard Pinchinidi in the corner, the WKA Junior Welterweight Champion of the world. In conventional boxing, he's had 20 bouts, including victory over Rod Carr. In kickboxing, amateur and professional, 30 contests, 26 wins, 15 by knockout, scaling 82.5 kilos. Would you welcome from New South Wales, Ricky Coolman Kulu. Ricky Kulu in the blue corner, wearing red trunks with black and white piping. Occupying the red corner, a third member of tonight's Dana Goodson Fitzroy Stars Gymnasium, 27 years of age, from Reservoir. Last time out, starched Phil Lachlan from Western Australia. He's had 10 wins in 11 contests, 6 by the short journey. Tonight scaling 81.8 kilograms. Nick, foot the kick, Talakouris! Mr. Joe Lanciano. Round one.
Both these boys have been beaten by Tosca, and I guess a win for the one who gets it tonight will put them back instead with Tosca.
Yeah, they're a bit heavier, though, Bob, now. They're super light heavyweights now.
I've gone up,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Big right hand by Nick. Right hand scored the body there. Clearest scoring punch of the fight so far. Well, it's just in its initial stages, nothing much been done. Left jab and another right to the body by Nick Talakouris. Left jab and a right kick by Talakouris. Rick Kulu's a right roundhouse by Talakouris and a front kick. Left and right by Talakouris. First scoring point by Rick Kulu. Loaded roundhouse kick, low. First scoring point.
That was a heavy kick, Bob.
Nick Talakouris come back one with twice as heavy. And again,
almost took
him off his feet with that one.
Ooh.
Well, big left hand by Rick Kulu.
Oh, just missed. Did he catch him with that pole, or did he miss?
It was off the forward, made the hair spin, so Nick's hair stood up on end, so I don't think it made that much contact. Just the hair raised up. But they're scoring. A couple of scoring front kicks there by Rick. And Talakouris comes back with two strong low kicks. And a low kick by Rick Kulu, and a left hook by Kulu. Nick Talakouris with a front kick.
Again, Bob, the boys are loading every punch, aren't they?
That's what's been going on all night, Christopher.
We caught Nick with an uppercut there.
No one's feeling the first round out. Everyone's loading like it's the last round. Oh, big body shot and big uppercut. Kulu took them very well, smiling. Come back with a right of his own, missing with the left.
That was a good first round, Bob.
Good round for Nick Talakouris.
Fantastic round. I think he won that round quite comfortably. He was the aggressor.
Stan's been putting his opponents away early, so if he doesn't take out the Croatian boy in early rounds, it could develop into a hard fight for Stan. And like you're saying, the same thing with Nick Talakouris. If he doesn't take Rick Kulu out early, it's going to develop into a tough fight. Because Rick Kulu's a little bit older, got more experience, twice as many fights, and really knows how to pace himself on and off rounds. Although he didn't do enough in the first round, could be a slow start for him. Talakouris is very determined. I think that's showing in the shots he's putting out.
He's determined to knock him out, Bob. There's no doubt about that. That was a good check. It's a good inside leg kick.
He loaded that one up, didn't he? Oh, and he loaded that one. Hitting, chopping down on that rear calf, getting into the back leg, under the check. Side stepping, going past the front leg and chopping down on the back calf muscle. Horrible kick to receive. Nick Talakouris doing a very good job of that. Tying Rick Kulu up on the ropes. Scoring with body shots and inside leg kicks. And an overhand right that misses. Luckily for Kulu it did miss. Oh, that was real. Look again, he's getting past that check.
He's really loading those.
Rick Kulu's checking up. Talakouris has got his mark, stepping past the check and taking the back leg.
Break, step back lane.
Rick Kulu looked like he took that all right, but I think that hurt. Talakouris just missed the rear leg again. Spun himself off balance. But he didn't connect, which proves he's throwing his whole body.
That was a good right hand, Bob. He caught
Nick with that right hand, Bob.
Well, they're both coming back with big bombs. Australian fighters are really getting conditioned. They wouldn't have taken this shot 12 months
What
ago.
an excellent second round, Bob. That's what's an excellent second round. Costa, did you like that second round, mate?
Yeah, I love the way Nick came out of that too.
Yeah, I think that was still Nick's round, Bob.
Overall,
Rick came back.
It was a
Rick came back.
Strong exchange there on the hands.
Yep.
But I think overall, Nick Talakouris is just putting too much out. He's too confident.
Round 3.
So Nick must be taking the toll against Rick, Bob.
Oh, definitely. The point I'm making there is sometimes the fight does look different from different angles. But this one looks pretty good from all angles, I think. Talakouris is definitely scoring solid, no matter where you'd be sitting in the auditorium tonight.
Go first.
You know, Christopher, too, I think we've been waiting that long for these crowds to come back. That's what's making the fights. The fighters are thriving off the audience reaction. We've got 6,500 people in a 7,500 seater. And when the fighters score, the audience reacts. That makes the fighters come back even stronger.
Of course it does.
And then the audience comes back stronger. So that's what's developing, an incredible electricity, an incredible energy here this evening, building up to the last fight with Longinidis and Branko Cikatic from Croatia. The energy has just been building constantly since just after 8 p.m. this evening. All the support bouts have been, as Chris Cronus named this show, the wars. We've had nothing but wars all night. And this fight is no exception. Nick Talakouris taking Rick Kulu down with a grab, which is illegal. Beautiful technique in international rules, but not allowed in American rules.
Yes, it is, Bob.
So Rick Kulu thought he'd go for a leg grab himself. You know? It's fair for one, it's fair for the other. Nick Talakouris is just so aggressive though. He's just taking the fight up and making Rick Kulu back off. Rick comes back with a roundhouse that jams on Nick Talakouris' elbow. Nick Talakouris continuing to flurry and confuse Rick Kulu, getting Rick Kulu turning around, turning his back on him. Big loaded roundhouse by Nick Talakouris. And a right hand on the hip to finish the round off. Well, Christopher, I definitely don't think Rick Kulu's doing enough. This is round 4 coming up, and he's allowing Nick Talakouris to just pile the points up. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's using the right hand, left rib. He's taking the lower leg out with his rear leg. He's catching Rick Kulu with the forward leg occasionally. There he goes with the lower leg again inside the back, and again inside the back leg. He's got that down pat tonight. He's sidestepping, stepping out to his left, and catching Rick Kulu's rear leg just at will. Catching him with 2 front kicks.
Just seems to be a pick stronger than Rick, doesn't he?
Oh, look at that loading. And see, 2 more roundhouse kicks. Rick Kulu comes back with a round on the arm. But Nick Talakouris is scoring dead centre thigh. And that's where they hurt, Christopher. That's one hand span down from the hip. Just about almost high centre of the thigh. There's a nerve there, and if they catch that often enough... Oh, Rick Kulu's come back with a wild left. Nick Talakouris couldn't care less.
He's wearing a punch.
Got his hands up. He's loading the left and the right. Talakouris, left hand and the right hand. And his rear leg's his strong kick. Not using the left leg a lot now, but there he goes inside with the lead leg. But he's mostly scoring with both hands and his rear leg. Oh, front kick with the front leg. Jammed up a little bit. Rick Kulu shoots at his own front kick. Where's the left hand for it? And 2 uppercuts from Talakouris. Kulu comes back. Oh, there he goes with that rear leg again. Rick Kulu's having trouble staying on his feet. Almost took the back leg again. It's unbelievable how many times Nick Talakouris has taken that back leg out tonight. And there's that uppercut. And a right rip and another uppercut. Kulu missing with strong punches. But Talakouris finding the spot every time. Kulu scores with a roundhouse.
What a war, Bob.
On the forearms.
I am so proud, Bob, that these boys, the standard of kickboxing has really excelled over the last 6 months. It is a very tough fighting there, Bob. There's no doubt about that. Thank you very much, Stacey Jones.
And I heard the Thursday night sports show, the replay that I saw, they made a big point of saying, tune in next week for the results of these fights. So they're looking forward to playing next Thursday night national on Channel 10, the results of this evening's fight. Oh, big left hook by Rick Kulu, and the right and the left. Those two on the gloves, and a front kick right into Talakouris. Why is Kulu holding back? He's gone again, left and right hand.
Rick Kulu is hurting, Bob, but
Talakouris comes back with his own uppercut.
he's coming back though, Bob. He's coming back.
Whoa, big
Oh,
left
no.
hook by Kulu. Oh, roundhouse kick by Kulu. Roundhouse high, roundhouse low, another high roundhouse.
My God, this is developed into an
Oh,
unbelievable...
body shot, and uppercut by Talakouris. Front kick by Talakouris. What an awesome ball. Left jab, right cross by Kulu. Front kick by Talakouris. So that last one, can he control them? Uppercut by Talakouris. Left jab in right hand by Kulu.
I can't believe these guys are exchanging prostates.
Oh, big roundhouse kick by Talakouris. Bad cut. Rick Kulu's taking a bad cut on his left eye. The referee's called up for time for Peter Lewis, the doctor. Goodson calling double left with the left hand, go low. But Talakouris doesn't style if he's allowed to by Rick Kulu. Left hook by Talakouris. Both fighters looking for spots now. Rick Kulu bleeding again from the left eye. Roundhouse by Kulu, taken on the forearm. Low kick by Talakouris.
Excellent
with the
kick.
back leg. Missing it that time. That certainly must be taking its toll on Rick Kulu's rear leg. Both fighters dropping down, punch for punch. Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut from both fighters. Just exchanging uppercuts. 4 punches from Nick Talakouris. 5, 6, 7, 8 punches by Talakouris. Rick Kulu back to 2 strong short punches.
What an excellent round. This is turning into a real war.
Well, mate, I've watched fights all around the world, and this fight is as tough as I've seen anywhere. And they've all been tough all night, but it's elevating. Every time we go to another fight, it gets tougher. Talakouris every round is just piling on too many points.
Yeah.
And I think Rick Kulu was just as effective with his few shots. Then it really pulled.
I'll be honest with you. I think Rick Kulu needs a knockout to beat Talakouris.
What round are we now? I was looking at the girl and missed the number.
Round 6. We've got 2 more to go after this. 3 rounds to go. All up.
3 rounds to go. Yeah, definitely. Kulu would need a knockout now, I'd imagine. Even if he come home really strong, it wouldn't be enough. And look at Talakouris going again. 1 front kick, 2 front kick, 3 punch kicks, scoring in a row. And a roundhouse, putting Kulu off balance. Not worrying him too much, but putting him off balance. And the back leg again. That would worry him. He's taken a lot of punishment to the rear leg.
Shoulder.
Talakouris and Darren Goodson having a little conversation there.
I think Nick Talakouris said something about his shoulder coming out, so I don't know what the situation is there.
Nick Talakouris may have injured his shoulder. That's what you're saying. He's still looking pretty strong. Although he has slowed his punches down, hasn't he? Now you mention it.
It'll be interesting to see if he lasts.
Strong.
He hasn't thrown any left. He hasn't thrown any left hands.
Let's have a look at his left hand. He's still throwing that right nice and strong. But he's slowed down, hasn't he?
He has. I think he could be hurt, Bob.
Rick Kulu's up on the balls of his feet now for the first time in this fight.
If he stops the fight.
With no left hands at all from Nick Talakouris. He's loading the right. So it may be a shoulder injury that's come in on Nick Talakouris. And that awesome left hook of his that was working in the early rounds is not using it this round. Cikatic pitching in here, stop the bleeding of Kulu. In that left eye. Talakouris must have an injury to his left side.
He's not using his left shoulder, Bob. He's not using his left shoulder at all.
What have we got here?
He's not warning Talakouris there. If he uses his head again, he'll take a point off.
Watch the monitors now, because if you call every strike that these boys throw, I think I've worn my voice out. They're watching the monitors there, they go again. This is punch for punch. Nick Talakouris was wound up there, the bell rang, a couple of goes, the others didn't like it. But what do you expect in a fight like this when the fighters are wound up to this level?
They're too wound up, Bob. I don't think anybody would pull back a punch here.
Round 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
Well, Bob, this is unknown territory for Nick Talakouris. He's in a round that he's never been in before. So I think the testing period comes now. He's in the 7th round. He's still looking strong though. I'm not sure what his left shoulder is like, but as I said, Rick Kulu seems to be the one that seems to be pushing the fight now.
I'm not sure Joey Lanciano wanted there, neither was Nick Talakouris.
I think the furthest neutral corner.
I think he only wanted to wipe the gloves. Penalise the fight, I think, to walk over the ring. Unless Joey ends up doing his mind, but he's got his work cut out anyway, Joey Lanciano. He's definitely got his work cut out refereeing this fight. Because they're coming in and crowding now. They're big boys. Kulu's definitely doing more. He should have done that in the early rounds. It may have been a strategy. They may have known what we know. They take it easy in the early rounds and come home strong, hoping that Talakouris would get tired. He's using the left hand again now. He's got the solid punch there. He's
both got solid punches, both caught left hooks.
And a big right hand and a big left and a big right from Rick Kulu to Nick Talakouris. And an uppercut that just missed by both fighters. Front kick by Rick Kulu. And Nick Talakouris takes him down again with that rear leg kick.
Nick Talakouris is bleeding badly from his nose, actually.
Joey thought that was a strong enough knockdown for a count. Three count compulsory knockdown.
I think both the boys have definitely earned their money, Bob. Both the boys have definitely earned their money.
Both again exchanging blows after the bell, which shows both fighters are just really cued in on this one.
This is the last round coming up, Bob, so I think either fighter, I think Nick Talakouris has scored too many points. I would have given that round probably to Rick Kulu. He seemed to be pushing that fight. It'll be interesting to see how they go in the last round. I think Rick knows that he needs a knockout. Nick Talakouris needs to just jab away and keep away from Rick because he is dangerous and he can punch. So I think the last round is very important, Bob.
Seconds out.
I'm sure he sat down when he fought Tosca. There's that rear leg shot again. The referee's got to count it because it's doing a lot of damage. Oh, inside the front leg. Very close to the groin. Right hand over the top from Rick Kulu. Right and left from Rick Kulu. Front kick from Rick Kulu. Talakouris has got tired. He's taking heavy blows to the head now. Right hook off the rear side of Rick Kulu. Talakouris putting a front kick up and falling backwards. He's lost the strength that he had in the early rounds. Catching Rick Kulu with two strong leg kicks. Rick Kulu's in with an uppercut. And
another uppercut. Another great right hand, Bob. Is it enough though? Is it enough? I don't know if he's got enough time to keep going. Rick Kulu knows he needs a knockout.
Why is the audience booing, Chris? Am I missing something? The audience is booing here for some reason.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Bob. That sent Rick Kulu to the canvas. Fantastic leg kick.
God, he's taking him down so much all night with that rear leg kick. You'd think that Kulu would be willing to step away from him. Look at the bruises on Kulu's leg, and again on the back leg. Kulu to the front leg. Front kick from Talakouris, but it's not as strong as it was in the early rounds, but he's still chasing that rear leg. Left hand from Kulu, scoring points. Big chest kick from Kulu. Right hand from Kulu.
Fantastic right hand, but Nick's wearing him well, Bob. He's wearing him well.
Right hand over the top by Talakouris, taking on the glove. But a strong punch which put Kulu off balance. Both fighters looking for openings. Talakouris takes a left. He scores with a left to Kulu. There's the bell.
Excellent fight. What a fight. They need a standing ovation, I think, Bob.
What a hard fight.
That was an excellent fight, Bob. I don't think either boys gave away an inch. They did fight very hard, and I think Nick Talakouris piled on too many points for Rick Kulu to come back for that fight.
What else can you do after you fight another human being that hard for that many rounds, except become a friend?
And go and have a lot of drinks.
Unanimous points, the winner, Nick Talakouris.
Talakouris has taken the points. And Dana Goodson has 3 love with one more fight to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Kronos presents The War. 12 rounds for the WKA Super Heavyweight Championship of the World. Occupying the blue corner, the holder of the WKA Cruiserweight Championship of the World, Muay Thai champion 1987 to 1992, WKA IKBF World Champion 1990 to 1992. In amateur ranks, 136 wins, 110 by knockout. The ambassador for Croatia, scaling 89.3 kilograms, 14 stone, 1 pound, with Thomas Henning in the corner. The challenger, Branko Cikatic. Occupying the red corner. He turns 27 on June 25. He holds a myriad of championships, 7 titles, 22 wins in 24 contests, 18 by knockout. He's fought in Hollywood, Long Beach, Las Vegas, Tijuana. He's a modern-day pioneer of Australian kickboxing. He lives in Taylors Lakes in Melbourne's west. Defending champion, trained by Dana Goodson, scaling 93.8 kilograms. Sacrificing social sacrament in search of stardom. The Thunder from down under, stand the man, Longinidis!
I think we're in for a war here, Bob. I think Stan's going to be going for the early knockout. There's no doubt about that. He doesn't want to stay in the ring too long with Branko.
Oh, good
That
check
was a
by
good check.
Stan. Beautiful check. That would have hurt Branko. Look at the swelling on his right leg from throwing the one kick. Stan checked it beautifully. And Branko's a bit shy on throwing low kicks now. You know Stan's got the check down. Just a simple matter of turning those heels, turning those toes out and bearing that shin as the kick comes. And it hurts the kicker more. Although he planned to do damage when he threw the kick, he gets hurt if he's checked.
I think both fighters are really sussing each other out. I think Stan is nervous, but Branko is playing a smart move. He's worried about Stan. He knows that he just can't go in there and mix it with him.
Whoa, Stan launches his big flying left hook. Missed by millimeters. Big rear leg check, the same as Nick Talakouris. He's dodged that front leg check and made Branko take a heavy kick on the rear thigh. Branko's very cautious. Branko has only been knocked down once in his career and has never been knocked out, Chris, so...
He's a tough man, there's no doubt about it.
It's going to be a first with over 150 fights. Stan's groggy now.
Headbutt, it was a headbutt, Bob.
That's why I thought he was groggy when he was on the ground.
He copped the headbutt.
Stan shouldn't be playing with those pussy passes. It could be good to keep Branko away. It doesn't look real good right now. Whoa, Stan needed that.
The black and blue. World Championship match.
I think they're really sussing each other out, but I think Stan caught a headbutt there to the head just before he went down. I think he did get groggy, but it'll be interesting to see, Bob. The second round, I think Stan's going to come out. Stan's going to come out firing on all 8 cylinders. Oh my God.
Well, I hope that minute has cleared Stan's head from
I think
that,
it would have been, Bob. I don't
headbutt.
think Stan has got a good recovery rate. I don't think it would have been that bad.
Round 2.
He looks nice and clear-eyed now.
I think Stan knows that he needs to go to work on this guy if he's going to beat him, because there's no way. Branko, he's going to keep him at bay. He's going to fight an Anthony Elmore style fight, you know?
Hedgecock complaining about the low kick. But both boys have probably got steel boxes on, so the low kicks won't worry them, except it is an illegal technique. That looked like an accident though. Branko's taller. There's a low rear leg kick by Stan. Inside front leg kick by Branko. Short front kick that didn't do much. Short left jab didn't do anything. Stan misses with the right roundhouse. Both fighters very wary of one another. Straight to a clinch. If the gap's not open, they clinch straight away. It's like both fighters are equally respectful to one another. Stan knows that Branko's got a long record behind him. And Stan launching his leaping left hook that he throws that he knocks most fighters out with. Hasn't found its mark yet. Branko's probably very wary of it. I mean, he would know of Stan's reputation. He's fought all over America, so I'm sure Branko would have seen Stan fight on television.
Oh yes, they know Stan very well. There's no doubt about that. And Tom would have done his homework on him. I think Branko's, what their strategy would be is keep away, jab, use the kick.
But I mean, if he's not going to attack, he's got no chance of wearing Stan down and making Stan tired. Stan can keep this up for 12 rounds without a problem. So Branko's going to have to... Oh, there's Stan's big left again. Into the body. Inside leg kick by Stan the man. Stan doing that Polo cricket punch that he throws, because he's always fighting somebody taller. Branko misses with a spinning back kick that the Croatian crowd loved. Whoa, on the bell. Stan throws a big left, right on the bell.
I think I would have given that round to Stan. Bob, what do you think? There wasn't too many points scored, but it's one of those hard fights, I think. There isn't really much in it at the moment.
I think Stan bridged the gap a few more times there, although both fighters were fairly ineffective because they've got so much respect for one another. They don't want to get banged by one another. But I think Branko held back a little bit too much. The judges may have gone Stan's way on that round on a close 10-9.
Round 3.
Stan looking very confident, but so does Branko. They don't look perturbed. They look very respectful of one another, but they definitely don't look afraid of one another. Just respect, mutual respect for two world-class fighters. Branko with well over 100 amateur fights, but he won mostly by knockout. Far more seasoned fighter, about 10 years older than Stan. Stan coming in at 26 and Branko coming in around 36, I think he is. So there's a 10-year age gap, but Branko is still in peak condition. Oh, big body punch by Branko, following that left hook. Referee Dave Hedgecock complaining about Branko holding and punching at the same time. Oh, powerful kick by Stan to Branko's lead leg. Spinning kick by Branko that misses and creates loss of balance. Both fighters need to wind the pace down again.
Roll down.
Not wanting to overcommit.
Oh, that was a shin-on-shin, Bob. That must have hurt.
I think Stan was on the good side of that. And he still seems to be the aggressor, I think, Chris. Not a lot of effective technique scoring, but definitely Stan is walking up and taking the fight to Branko. Branko scoring with a low kick there, but not terribly strong. Both fighters using spinning hook kicks. Branko with a nice right uppercut. Branko laughing, as if to say no problem. Dave Hedgecock taking the point off Branko, holding the back of the head. Not very popular with the Croatian audience here this evening. They don't like to see the Croatian fighter being penalised, but the referee feels he is holding enough to be warned a couple of times and then taking the point off.
Yes, he's been warned a few times, Bob, so I don't think that was out of order. He can't hold, he knows that, he's used to that Muay Thai style, so unfortunately it comes second nature to him, but he's fighting our rules tonight, and he's got to not hold. There's no holding allowed at all.
And then he's got to do something to try and stop the grappling when it's not allowed. So during that round he did penalise Branko Cikatic with 1 penalty point. So if that was a 10-10, that means Stan won by a point, and work it out yourself. If either fighter won the round by a point, it would have equalised it. I'm sorry, if Stan won by a point, that's a 2-point lead. Both fighters loading up again, clinching in the corner. Stan turning Branko off. Dave not happy about the holding again. The referee not happy about the holding. Stan misses with a big roundhouse. Didn't do a 360 spin, so never had all his weight behind it. Still using a bit of control on that roundhouse kick. Oh, nice score with a right roundhouse and a left hook by Stan the man. And a big right body punch and a left hook. Taking Branko back several feet.
Sorry, Bob, for not commentating with you. I'm enthralled in the fight. I like to be silent during one of these fights. But yes, the atmosphere out there is just so awesome. Everybody's waiting for that big punch from Stan, and Branko's not letting up one bit. He's a tough man, Bob. There's no doubt about that.
What worries me is that I predict if the fight starts to go too long, Branko will get stronger. Christopher, I wouldn't be surprised if the Croatian... Oh, that was warming up. I noticed Tom Herring commanded Branko to just clear the ring and go right across an attack stand. Stan recovered quite well on that though, just as the bell rang. And that's a lot of people hearing about the success of the war here this evening. Every fight has been a war. This fight has started a little bit slower to the others, but it's the top quality. They're the pros. These are the world-class fighters. Stan complaining about a low kick. Much to displeasure again of the Croatian audience. Branko Cikatic wearing heavy battle scars from Stan's kicks. From the knee to the hip, Branko is showing the signs of very heavy power kicks coming in from Stan Longinidis. And again, that front leg is bruising up real bad, and Stan can see the bruises, and he's going for them. Stan launches another flying left hook. Cikatic was out of range, came back himself with a short punch. He's keeping right out of range of Stan's wild punches. Stan being shorter than all the heavyweights he ever fights. Got a stocky short physique, and the only way Stan can get in on some of his taller opponents is actually launch himself with the left hook or the overhand right. He actually leaves the floor. Branko Cikatic is right on top of it. He must have seen it take other fighters.
Oh, he copped a very big right hand. He copped another unbelievable right hand there, Bob.
He's laughing about that right hand.
Was he ever?
I'd say
He wore it clean.
I'd say that meant it hurt him. The fact that he's laughing, that probably means that it hurt him. Look at the bruising coming up on Cikatic's legs. And the punishing he's taking from Stan's low kicks. And that right hand certainly shook Cikatic up. Even if he smiled, I bet he felt that one.
Oh, he got the left one as well.
That one's taken. He's smiling again. Well, I'd say that's a natural trait
He's
of
a warrior,
professional.
Bob. He's a warrior. He's copped 3 of those punches clean.
I don't think if he gets knocked out, he'll be smiling on the way down.
Unbelievable round. That must have been Stan's.
That would have to be Stan's round. Christopher, I'm sure Branko Cikatic will be smiling if Stan knocks him out. Because the harder Stan hits him, the bigger smile he puts out, trying to put Stan off. But Stan's coming back now. He's starting to find his mark.
Round 6.
Well, we're coming up to halfway through the fight. This is round 6 of 12. Stan finishing off very nicely with that last round. Coming back into the 6th now. Branko is relying on the front kick, a fast front kick done low. Just hitting on the waistband of Stan, trying to keep Stan out. A little bit reminiscent of the Elmore fight when Ernest Elmore fought Stan Longinidis. He kept him out with a front kick and side kick.
I think Stan's going to pick his shots, Bob. I don't think he's going to throw any wild ones because he knows that if he makes a mistake, Branko's going to jump on it. And he can't afford to make a mistake with this guy. He's going to pick his shots. He hopes he get 2 or 3 clean shots. I mean, if he does get the clean shots to him, I think he might put him away.
Stan's facing me right now. Look at the fantastic concentration of Stan the man. He's really concentrating on this fight. Cikatic's doing all left hook for that.
Unbelievable left hook.
Very dangerous.
Branko is still standing, Bob.
Maybe Branko can carry that front leg for 12 rounds. It's bruising up badly. He's one tough dude if he can keep taking those front kicks. Oh, they both exchanged very heavy punches there. But I think Stan's looping left was a little bit stronger. Branko put one of his own right hands in as well. For all of the Muay Thai fights that Branko's had.
Oh, my God. He's been hurt. I think Branko's hurt, Bob. What do you think?
The Stan's definitely must be sensing it. The Stan's going for him. Dave Hedgecock complaining about hanging on again. The fact that
What a round. That was another round for Stan. There's no doubt about that. He's starting to hurt Branko now, Bob. I think he's picking his shots. He's picking the right time of the round. I think the later half of the round, he's getting through with some good rights and good left hooks and good uppercuts. It's a fantastic fight, Bob. We've seen some fantastic exchanges. I'm glad that it didn't last only 2 or 3 rounds. Tom Herring did assure me, though, that Branko's been in there with the best of them and he's won the best. And as you said, he smiles every time Stan hits him.
He's never been knocked out in over 150 fights. He's never been knocked out. He's only been knocked down once. And that shows tonight. Stan's catching with those looping lefts.
And straight rights.
Leaping lefts and straight rights that normally knock fighters out. We've watched Stan knock a dozen fighters out with those same 2 punches. But Branko smiles. I'm sure they must be hurting him, but he puts a big smile on every time. But I don't like that spinning back kick. I mean, Stan's going to take advantage of that if he keeps it up.
First 15 seconds, they really suss each other out.
Left hook by Stan. Right kick. Stan again. Left hook by Stan. Branko's backing right off to the other side of the ring. I think Branko's backing off, saying, this is not the first time I plan to be knocked out. He's keeping away from those Stan Longinidis bombs. Stan, I've never seen Stan with such intense concentration. This fight has really brought the best out of Stan, the man. He's focusing right into his opponent. He's concentrating 100%. Branko doing superficial front kicks. They mean nothing. They're not worrying Stan at all. In fact, Stan's got no respect for them. He's walking in on those front kicks. And he's scoring on that lead leg. It's gone purple now. From the knee up to the hip, Branko Cikatic's leg is completely purple.
One down, two up. Come on, let's go, let's go. Go first, go first.
Although he's not lame, so he may have conditioned legs that just mark up easy. He's a lot wider than Stan. Stan's got natural Greek olive skin that doesn't show the bruises as bad. Branko has got fairer skin. This could be the reason that the bruises are showing up more extreme. Stan scoring with a straight left to the body. Inside leg kick, coming back with light left and right hooks. Uppercut, beautiful uppercut by Stan.
Fantastic.
Right on the bell.
Whoa!
Oh, and missed with a loopy hook just as the bell rang. In fact, just after the bell.
Stan has been cut behind the head, Bob. I don't know what sort of cut it is, but he's been cut behind the head. I don't think that would bother him too much, though. It's the side of the head, actually.
Blood coming up behind the ear there, is it? Yeah, it's the back on that left ear, on the hairline. It could be one of those shin kicks that came up. Big right hand by Branko, followed by a bigger left hand by Stan. Both fighters clinching, exchanging solid blows. Stan bleeding fairly badly from that cut on the hairline behind the left ear. Big roundhouse kick by Branko.
Slip there.
Oh, big uppercut by Stan, and again, not full scores, but good powerful punches, just not quite on the button. Left and right by Branko. Of course, Stan to lose a little bit of balance.
Oh,
Big right,
with an uppercut.
left hook, left uppercut, sorry, by Stan. My prediction, Christopher, of Branko looking stronger in the later rounds is not quite on cue.
No, I think Stan is taking the better of him, but he's bleeding. I don't know how badly it is. It's a bit of a cut over his ear.
Oh, left again by Stan.
Oh, another
again
one.
by Stan. Branko smiling again.
Bob, I was right in calling that a war. I was right in calling that a war. That is an unbelievable fight.
But I think Stan's doing well enough with the points. It's just a very narrow margin. He's creeping ahead. He's looking stronger. He's
I
more
think he must be
aggressive.
ahead, Bob. What do you think?
I think he's ahead on points.
Round 9.
Branko scored with some very solid punches and upset Stan a couple of times, but nowhere near the amount of times that I think Stan has been had the aggressive scoring shots. And look at that lead leg. It's getting bluer. It's black and blue now. All around, front, back and sides. And even the rear leg Stan's starting to bruise up now. But you'd never know the amount of fights that Branko Cikatic's had. He may take that damage to the leg and have the condition to wear the storm. But look at Stan, look at the concentration and the focus. He's determined to win this fight.
Oh, my God!
Right
What a
overhand leg roundhouse. Branko is backing off.
Oh, the head. Smile faded there, Bob.
It's American rules, and Dave Hedgecock is rightly penalising Branko for USA rules. They are not allowed to hold the kick or the neck or the arms. So, besides the scoring shots, Stan now has the advantage of 2 penalty points. Awesome roundhouse kick by Stan to the lead leg again. I don't know how Branko's taking them. He gives Stan one back for his trouble. Stan's legs look in great shape with Branko is black and blue on both sides of his legs. And although Branko is smiling every time he's hit, I'd say the amount of holding he's doing now, Stan has hurt him. Holding again. Every time they get in close, he doesn't want to mix it up. That's usually a sign that they're being hit harder.
Oh, he hit Branko again with an uppercut. Branko gets hurt, but he seems to wear them all right though, Bob. The Stan hits him hard.
End of round 9.
End of round 9. I'm surprised with Stan. I didn't know that Stan would have that aggression to go and the hard fought, although he did it with Maurice Smith. He did come back strong with Maurice Smith. I don't have mean derogatorily, it's just that all his fights have been knockouts and he doesn't really have the chance to go the distance. So this is the greatest thing for Stan. He improved so much from Maurice Smith, even though he was defeated. He improved so much because he went the distance. Because he's just not learning enough in those early fight knockouts. And Branko Cikatic taking it to him like he is tonight, making Stan work, is definitely going to improve Stan as a fighter, win or lose.
Round 10.
We've got media photographers there taking photos by the hundreds, because they'll be just clicking the camera tonight from any angle and getting action shots. And working 3 cameras is going to make this going out on TV. It's going to be more spectacular. Because the action it'll build up from 3 cameras shooting from one to the other. It's going to really highlight this war between Stan Longinidis and Branko Cikatic. Stan's concentration hasn't faltered, not in any round. Even when he's been hit or he's been put off balance, he's got intense concentration tonight. Going into Branko. A really determined young man to retain his title. Branko just flicking out front kicks now, but scoring well with a couple of hand shots then. Didn't worry Stan at all. Oh, a thunderous roundhouse kick by Stan to the lead leg. I can't believe Branko.
Oh,
the right hand by Stan. I can't believe Branko's bouncing on the ball to his feet with the amount of damage it's done to his legs. Oh, another thunderous roundhouse kick by Stan.
Oh,
The right loop.
and an uppercut.
Branko not scoring much at all this round.
That left leg of Branko's, Bob, that's gone black and blue.
It's gone black, blue and purple. Oh, black and blue the sponsors, right.
It's got black and blue on the
Black and
sponsors.
blue. Right and left by Branko, but Stan taking most of them on the gloves. Stan disappointed that round finish. Did you notice that, Christopher? Got an incredible knack of smiling, no matter how hard Stan hits him.
Fantastic
he
smile
smiles.
too.
It's like a friendly smile.
Round 11.
2 rounds to go. Now let's see if Stan can knock out
I think
Branko
Stan will pick up the
Cikatic
pace
in
this
the 11th
round, I really do.
That's what he'll have to do. He'll have to pick the pace up and keep Branko off balance and then land that big looping left hook or his straight right down the centre. The floor's a little bit slippery, particularly on the painted logo. The boys are slipping a bit on the logo. Oh, look at that right hand roundhouse. Left hook and right uppercut by Stan. But look at at the eyes of Branko, Chris. He's got clear eyes. He's been hit with some bombs, but he's not being phased, I don't think. I think he'll see the distance. It looks like Stan's trying this round. I don't think Branko's got the power now. See the flick kicks. He's lost the power on the legs. Stan said, look at those two punches. Right and left, right and left. But when Stan comes back with a right, he really knocks Branko back off balance. And Branko's still in there, but he doesn't look like he would have a punishing blow that would worry Stan. I think Stan's well in control now of the 11th round. Stan Longinidis in control.
Come on, 2-3 now.
Definitely outscoring Branko now. Much cleaner shots. Branko wasting kicks on the arms. Missing with a left jab. So Stan the man taking control here late in the 11th round. One good shot there by Branko. Overhand right. Made Stan miss with his next two shots. Uppercuts by Stan, just missing by millimetres, and lucky for Branko they are. I think this will go the difference. This will go the distance, Christopher.
No doubt about that, Bob. I think we're going to see a few bombs in the last round too.
12-round war.
Fourth and final round.
Here we go, the 12th and final round. Branko needs to knock Stan out to win this fight. Stan just needs to hold on. Good check by Stan. What a left hook! Branko slips in the middle of the ring. Stan's going after him. Uppercut, left hook. Another overhand right, just misses. Thank God for Branko. Dave breaks him apart. Stan's still stalking him. He's still after him. He's after him. Boy, is he after him. He's still trying to knock him out. He just needs to hold on, but he wants to put Branko away. I think Branko's going to try to survive this round because he's been through a hard 12 rounds with Stan. Stan sizing him up. Again, his left hook misses. Branko has been one awkward competitor. He misses with a spinning back kick. His punches have become a little bit sloppy now. He's a bit tired. Stan misses again with the left hook. They're stalking each other in the middle of the ring. They've got to stay away from the middle of the ring because it's become a little bit wet now, Bob. They're clinching. Dave will break him up. They haven't been clinching that badly actually tonight. That center of the ring must be very slippery. I saw Branko just slip again. Stan missed again with that left hook. That was a funny type of punch from Branko. Overhand right. I think the crowd didn't like that. I think Stan didn't like that either. The bleeding though has stopped at Stan's side of the head. I think Talakouris has done a very good job. I think Stan must have missed with about 100 left hooks tonight. If he caught Branko with one of them, I think it would have been good night. Another overhand right, just missing Branko. Branko getting frustrated. I think Stan's after him now. Stan's trying to get his number still. Pushes him off. That's a good kick. They're both trying to stay away from that center of the ring. Left hook, right hand. What a fight, Bob. There's no doubt about it. Two great warriors of kickboxing. I think Stan's won it hands down. I think he's won most of the rounds here tonight. There's no doubt about that. Dana puts his hands up. He knows that his boy's done the job. He's retained the title. What a night of kickboxing, Bob. I think it's the best night of kickboxing Melbourne's ever seen.
Branko, please come forward, gentlemen. This is Gary. Judge Mick Hennifer gives it 112-120. Judge Saska gives it 115-118. Final card, Jamal Hassan, 111-119. Unanimous points winner and still champion of the world, Stan Longinidis.
behalf of Christopher Cronus, I'd like to thank Bob Jones, my co-commentator. This is Dennis Cronus. Until next time, we're signing off. Thank you very much.